Hey, hey. I see Timaholic in the chat with I'm here somehow. Glad you could be. Glad you could be. This stream is definitely not 2 days late. Oh gosh. Oh, I am wiped out today. Ugh. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Timaholic. I was about to go to sleep, but then I saw MagicManMo streaming. Yes. I was going to try to do a stream at 6, but then it was getting kind of late, and I had to grab a little bit of food and do a little bit of work, and I was like, I think that might be cutting it too close, and it was. I'm glad I pushed it to 7, but I wanted to do it sooner than 8, my time. I know that's not your time. I wanted to do it sooner than 8 if I could, because I wanted to spend a little more time gaming than not, if I could help it, but I did a bunch of walking today, and I'm wiped out. My legs... I've got like something going on with my foot. Not to get all medical on the street. I got something going on with my foot. I think I've got some sort of nerve thing. So, like, my right foot isn't like bending the way it should. It's like, I don't know. It's like kind of like weaker than my left foot. And I'm like, what did I do to my foot? So I don't know if I slept on it funny. I don't know if I did something to a nerve or whatever, but I did a bunch of walking today, and I felt like Mr. Clubfoot, because as I was walking, I wasn't like ball toe, like walking or whatever. It was more like just flat, flat, flat. So I was like stompy with my right foot. Like as I was walking, you could hear like my shoe hitting the ground as I walked, but my left foot was doing ball toe. So I was doing this really strange and uncomfortable walk, and I'm like, but I can't lift my foot on my right foot to go ball toe. And I'm like, I don't know what I did to my foot. I've only noticed this today, just today. And I'm like, great. Yeah, the one day where I'm going to go walking a lot. I was walking around downtown. I was walking a bunch, and I was like, yeah, that's the day that I decide that I don't know how to walk. So I'm like tired because it took a lot out of me. Hi, Henry. Welcome to the stream. So what are you saying is that your foot is broken? No, it's not broken. The closest thing, and I'm hoping this isn't it. The closest thing would be, what do they call it? They call it drop foot or foot drop, which is a symptom of possibly very serious problems. I'm going to hope that I don't have any of those serious problems, and it's just a nerve thing. What I was Googling, I was like, I was trying to figure out what's wrong with my foot. Like, did I pull something, stretch something, I was trying to figure it out, so I'm Googling, which is always dangerous. If you go into Google and start Googling medical things or things about your body, that's always dangerous. You're gonna have everything wrong with you, right? So, also, hi, Henry. Did I say hi? Welcome to the strap. I'm talking about my foot. So anyway, I started Googling, and the closest thing I could find that was close to my situation was this thing called like drop foot, which could be a symptom. It's not a condition by itself, but it could be a symptom of like ALS, diabetes, a stroke, muscular or skeletal dystrophy. I'm like, those are all extremely serious. And if I have any of those, I need to go to a hospital. But I'm not in any pain, except that because I had to walk so funny. Now I'm in pain. That's because I was walking funny. But my foot wasn't in pain because of that. So I'm not in any pain, no tingling, no numbness, nothing wrong. I'm going to just hope that I boogered up my foot. If I disappear for a month again, you'll find out that I'm like in a hospital somewhere. And get a doctor, not Google. Well, like I said, it just happened today. Like, this is brand new information. There's no diagnosis. This is not an ongoing. There's nothing you guys got to be worried about. This happened just today. I went to go walking, and I'm like, my foot's not my foot is not working. So this just happened today. No updates. So anyway, I am tired now because I did a bunch of walking. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. If it's feeling better, then I'm going to assume that my foot's buggered up. Because that happened to me kind of like, I wonder who the YouTubers are going to be in the upcoming game. Well, there's like 24 of them, so there's a bunch. I'm going to pretend I know what some of these were. Remember to take pictures in the hospital if you end up there. Oh, I don't take pictures of nothing. What happens, happens. Roll the dice, baby. I had another random body ailment. That's what this is reminding me of. Is I had this body ailment that I still didn't go to the doctor for. Where, how long ago was this now? It was like 2 years ago. So this is a long time ago. So don't worry about it. Where one day I woke up and like my shoulder bothered me. And it was like really sore. But like, I'm like, well, I probably slept on it funny. I sleep like a rock, by the way. I sleep like I'm dead. Like actually comatose. Like no sound, no motion, nothing. I'm dead. When I go to bed, I die. So I sleep like a corpse. So when I woke up, my shoulder was bothering me really bad. I'm like, well, I probably slept on it all goobered up or whatever and lost blood circulation and it's all messed up or whatever. And I had this thing where like for, God, how long was it? For about like 4 months, maybe 5. I couldn't lift my arm above here without extreme pain. And I was like, well, it'll heal eventually. And it did. Full motion again. Full motion. We're good. So I don't know what I did to my arm. This was like 2 years ago. I don't know what I did to my arm. But like for like months, I was complaining like, man, my arm just, it freaking hurts. So I had the same thought today. I'm like, I'm walking around on my foot. My foot's like not working. And I'm like, oh good, here we go. This is going to be another half-year adventure where I just live with a problem and then it'll mysteriously be fixed. We'll find out. Stay tuned. The adventure continues. Where's my MagicManMo out of context, right? Where's your masterpiece at? I didn't hang it up. Where is it? Oh, it's saved on my phone. That's why. Because I was looking at it because I was out and about. I was running errands today. That's why I was walking so much. I was out running errands today, and I saw all the Discord stuff from my phone. So it's currently saved on my phone. I'll put it up. That one's more like I think I'll put that one up somewhere on this screen when I get a chance. But when I go to the game, I probably won't have it on the game screen because it's more like a screen. It looks like this is kind of like an object, and this is kind of like a little character. That picture is kind of like a screenshot a little bit, kind of. So I think I'll put it up here, but I don't think that will go in the in-game screen, I think. I'm just trying to think what I want to do with it. I'll put it up soon, though. I'll put it up soon. For now, I'm not going to worry about it at this second because I'm about to switch over to the game anyway and start playing in like in a minute. But do you need it in a frame? Yeah, I get it. Too cramped. Yeah. Well, it's not that it's too cramped. Like that's not it by itself, but also like what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, crammed is a good word, but also like the amount of detail I'm going to shove in that corner where I'm sitting. I don't want it. I guess crammed is the right word. Crammed, cluttered. I'm not sure. I think there's my brain, my English brain is tickling me. Like there's a specific word I want, but I don't know what it is. So it's gone. But like, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? I'll put it up. Which, that's from the That's Not My Neighbor game that you're talking about. And I lost track of time the last 2 days. That's my fault. I got a couple of things. I was just kind of doing some like behind the scenes work, and then I also got sucked into playing Roller Coaster Tycoon again, and like my introvert gaming nerd came out, and I like lost track of time. Like, oh, I was supposed to be streaming. So like the last 2 days, I just kind of like lost a bunch of time, and I'm still trying to catch up from everything I didn't actually get done in the last 2 days. So there's that too. It's like when I forget it when I think of it. There's so many instances where like I'll know for a fact there's a word that I know I want to use, but I can't think of it. I know it, and it'll come to me like the next day or a week from there. Or I'll like someone who's really good at it, my brother, I'll be talking to him and I'll be stuck like trying to think of a word, and he's really good at that, finding the word I'm looking for. So he'll like fill in the gap for me. I know that I know these words. I can create very complex and varied sentences if I want to. I just need help finding the words. I like how you forgot the date was an expiration date and thought it was a birth date. Oh, that's right. I think I still commented in the Discord like, oh yeah, I saw what you did with the birthday. I think it's because in Papers, Please, you have like birth dates on the documents. you have expiration dates too, but like I was always matching birth dates. So like when I was matching people's information, I think I just kept thinking it was a birthday. Yeah, no, I got halfway through that video. I forgot I was talking about that. That's not my neighbor. I got like halfway through playing that, and my brain just blacked out. Just blacked out like, wait, I don't have any memory of what this number means. It's either a birthday or an expiration, and I don't know which. Either one seemed completely valid to me. So I was like looking at it, and I'm like, I just forgot. I really did, and I had no way to like look it up, and it's not like it was labeled anywhere. So I just completely like blacked it out. Magic Bromo? No, YoFlo Joe. Gosh, we used to stream. You guys know my brother. If you were watching the Friday Night with the Guys forever ago, he was on there. But which has been so long since the last time we did one of those streams, because our schedules got too complicated and my streaming schedule got less stable, and so it was kind of like we'll stop doing that because we don't want to. We were all busy. Magic Slow Mo. Well, that's why actually Slow is why I have the nickname Mo. It comes from a baseball nickname for Slow Mo. Not because I was a slow baseball player, because I ate very slowly. We were at a team breakfast, and I was the slowest eater of everybody. So I was Slow Mo. I almost said Magic Slow Mo after you said that. I was Slow Mo, so then my nickname became Mo. That's where Mo comes from. Do you remember you spoke about playing a game called No Time forever ago? Any plans for that still? Yes. Well, 2 parts. Yes, I remember. Do I have any plans? I'm not going to say a plan. A plan would be, I had a plan, actually, at one point in time, and it blew up. That was months ago. So, yes, I remember it. When will I play it? Still don't know. I'm the worst. I am absolutely the worst. So we'll get that figured out eventually. I have so much I want to do and so much I need to do. And But yes, I do remember. According to the Inca Games wiki, it might be. I've told that story a couple of times, so I would believe it. Do you guys want me to play this game now? Whoosh. We're playing. I don't hear any music. Is it just really quiet? Do you guys hear music? Settings. What am I hear like no sound. Ooh. That makes a sound. I don't know what that was, but I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. Could you guys hear that? Can you hear anything? It's very quiet. I'm going to bump the volume a little bit on the game. Just a little bit. Hopefully, let me know when we start actually playing and we go into the game, because maybe the menu is really quiet. When we go into the game, if the game's too loud or too quiet, let me know, because it could be that the menu is quiet. Yeah, could be. I'm always nervous where it's like I hear nothing, and I would rather figure it out in the menu than in the middle of playing the game, but it looks like I have no choice. Hello, friends, and welcome to Let's Play Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. I'm your host, MagicManMo. I don't know much at all about this game, and what little I know isn't, like it's not much, but it's a role-playing game, kind of. It looks like it reminded me vaguely like a Telltale type thing, but you're like playing as a bunch of mythical gods or whatever, kind of. I don't know. That's the vibe I got, and I own the game coincidentally, so we're gonna play it. Mr. Fulton, welcome to the stream. Your 25th birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Fulton. And your big quarter century. I remember when I turned a quarter century old all those years ago. Oh, I remember it fondly. I was so young and bright-eyed. Anyway, we're going to get into the game. It says exit game. Why does it say exit? New game. New game. We're going to hit the old slot number 1. From our team all across the world, enjoy the show. This game was made on stolen ground. We would like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri and Boonwurrung peoples. I'm sure I didn't say that right. Of the Kulin Nation and the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. Sovereignty was never ceded. I don't know who these people are. Forgive me. This game was also built on Treaty 6 territory and a traditional meeting ground and home for many indigenous peoples, including Cree, Salto, Nisitapi, Blackfoot, Métis, and Nakota Sioux. Okay. Apparently there's some content warnings, so if any... Oh gosh, there's a bunch. Stray Gods features some heavy themes and parts may be distressing to the viewers. To view related content warning details which contain spoilers, select the theme below. Okay, well, oh boy. Well, I don't know if I want to... So if you... Just be cautious. If this is anything like... if this is like The Wolf Among Us, there might be strong themes here. So if you want to avoid that, I understand.
4 hours. 4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up.
Encore, I love it.
Well, they showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
I've never had a... I've heard of this. I've never had a naked on stage giving a presentation dream. I've also heard the advice that if you're nervous on stage, you're supposed to picture the audience naked. I don't know how that's supposed to help you be less nervous. That seems like a lot of work to like imagine a bunch of naked people. That's a lot of people. Am I overthinking it? That sounds like work to me. Derica, welcome to the stream. Also, the 17 plus. Yeah, you're probably right. More mature game. Do you like games where choices matter, Mo? I do. It makes it feel like, you know, like I've got actual agency. But that's just what Mo's hashtag. Oh, I forgot what hashtags I even used. I think I used a couple of hashtags from the games tags, I think. What did she even ask me? It couldn't be worse. You're trying to make me feel better. Maybe we should try that. I don't remember. Wait, I distracted myself. I don't remember what she said. Maybe we should try that. I'm going for it. How do I select?
Hey, we should consider that. We could be the naked band.
Oh.
Coming soon to a really private auditorium near you.
I'm in.
You know, somehow I believe you'd actually do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a hard no. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Oh, they're chums.
Heard yourself snore?
Hey,
Okay.
Grace, you okay?
No, I'm terrible.
I
I'm
didn't
really
really
upset that you
plan on
shot
this
down my
conversation
naked
at all. I
idea.
was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
I could do You're the Best and get a pink heart. I'm okay. It's frustrating. I know you meant well. What's the pink heart all about? You're the best.
You're always looking out for me, Freddy.
Well, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
Don't say that. That sounds like foreshadowing.
I just wish it wasn't always so one-sided.
Hey, hey, don't worry about that. Really, Grace. You'll get through this.
Wait, what am I getting through? I've missed some
Music
plot.
is your life, Freddy. You're
Yes.
the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I'll just be the groupie. I'll just kind of hang out and don't really do anything worthwhile. I'll just kind of be like, yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home.
Are we roomies? Also, like, did we rent out the stadium?
Like a boat lost at sea,
I'm just gonna hang back and sing to myself real quick.
Not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen.
What's the game about? I don't even remember.
Is the world turned right, or is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea with no sails.
Who's this?
Breeze.
We have a newcomer.
I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen.
The Archer vibe? I think it's the thick lines. I get it.
Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or?
No, I'm just a ghost. I live here at night.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Can you imagine she wasn't here for the audition? Now she's about to just drop the greatest like improv audition of all time. Oops, what the frick? Answer your question, Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. The description goes, gods, romance, murder, musical numbers? Play as Grace in a world where Greek gods live in hiding among us. Change your fate as you draw friends, foes, and lovers into song, using your powers of musical persuasion to unravel the mystery of the last muse's death. That's the description. There you go. I couldn't remember how it went. So is this game a Disney musical too? I don't know about Disney musical. You know, Disney's not the only thing that makes musicals out there. That's the most scuffed description I've ever heard. What was scuffed about it? What was scuffed? Let's hear it.
Okay. Did you bring an instrument or some music?
She's probably singing.
Kinda bring my music wherever I go.
Is she gonna be the first like Greek goddess that's like in hiding, or she's gonna just summon instruments? She's like literally Artemis.
With the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through? Like a boat
It's a duet.
lost at sea, I'm about to end.
Who's manning the spotlights?
Still have your life within. I am drifting cold water
What poor nerd is up in the rafters just
to be seen.
hanging out?
All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no
That's just Jeff in the lights. Choose your trait. I feel bad for talking in the middle of their singing, but also there's gonna be a lot of that because it's a musical. So I mean, take it or leave it. Choose your trait. Am I charming? This is Grace with soul and charisma. She tries to do the right thing and everyone likes her for it. I can be kick butt in your face. This grace is very punk rock and not afraid to get reckless and aggressive when it's called for. Or clever. Sometimes you need to think your way out of a problem, right? This is great. This grace is sneakier, smarter, and witty. Ooh, I love all three. Ooh, I love all three. Ooh. Ooh. What do I want to go for? I feel like... I don't know. What are you guys thinking? I feel like if I were playing this by myself, I would probably be like clever, because usually that's when I play like role-playing games. I go with like the intelligence builds is usually what I go with. So I'm kind of thinking this, but I'm also kind of leaning towards charisma, or I mean charming a little bit. I'm afraid that if I choose kick butt, I'm going to forget that I chose that, and halfway through I'm going to start leaning one of these other two ways instead and just forget. Can't you make a vote on YouTube? I can, but there's not like a lot of you. Just let me know. Just what do you think? I don't need to make a poll for 2 people. Just tell me what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Make a vote on YouTube like I can't just read. I think clever. You thinking clever? I'm leaning clever or charming, so I'm okay with clever. I'm thinking clever. You're thinking clever. Derek, maybe. What are you thinking? I'm voting in 3, 2, 1. We'll go clever. We'll be clever, witty, sly, mischievous, mischievous, mischievan. If Derek is here, he's probably lurking. He's out there.
What was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
Then you aren't here to audition. Which it has the little clever icon, so I'm guessing that jumped to 3 to 4. Yeah, if there's like an advertisement or something, that will also bring the number down if people are like... That number changes all the time. I was planning to say charming, but chat took too long to load. Oh, no! Well, those are the 2 that I was leaning towards. It looks like we went clever, but anyway, she came in. We could go with I'm just glad you did. Have we met before? Can I ask what's wrong? I think we're going to just jump to the you aren't here to audition. Like, kind of like... 6 suddenly. Let's go! Anyway, you aren't here to audition.
You didn't come here for the audition, did you? You didn't even know about it.
No, she didn't.
Caught and called out.
Yeah, I mean, look,
I was
I mean...
nearby and your song called to me. I didn't want you to think I was deranged or something.
Well, now I do think that,
Weirder
so...
things have happened, I guess.
May I ask you why you feel so adrift?
Like a plastic bag in the
So young.
wind.
Surely your life is
I'm
just beginning.
I'm just feeling a little Katy Perry. I'm in my Katy Perry era, okay? Was that Katy Perry? Who sang that? I don't remember. Listen, I'm not a smart man. I can be honest, I can be guarded, I can joke about it. Usually, like in my life, I would, I don't know. Well, I was about to say in my life, I would be honest about it, because usually if you're just honest about it, people either like will be sincere to you or they'll dip out, because when things get hot and heavy, people that can't handle that, they just dip, and then you don't have to worry about wasting your energy on somebody. But I was about to say that, and I did say that out loud, but also I joke about it a lot. If there's something that's bothering me, it's going to be the honest or the joke. I'm not usually guarded. If someone asks earnestly, like, hey, what's wrong? I'll be like, honest, probably too honest, or I'll just make a joke because I don't feel like talking about it. But we're also doing the witty thing. I don't want to be guarded because I want to see where this goes. So let's go with, but also I want to know what's wrong. So maybe if we're honest, we'll find out. Let's just be honest about it. Let's just go that route.
Stupid.
Let's go that route.
Try me.
Sometimes it's good to just tell a complete stranger all of your troubles.
Because I didn't feel like I belonged there, but I still haven't found my place. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Shouldn't I have figured this out by now?
Oh, I feel that. I feel you on that one. Don't worry, you got lots of time.
Those are good questions to ask.
Okay, so we're holding hands now. Okay, so,
I should go.
well, at least leave me your number or something. We've made it to hand holding.
I'm gonna see you again. I know you didn't really come to join the band, but
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Don't say it like that, because now I think you're like a stalker, a murderer, just a psycho. I hope to see you again real soon, Grace. Now that we've had this moment together. I'm like, oh, danger, stranger danger. I know we had a moment, but that's weird. Did we tell her our name? I don't think we did, but she knew it. I don't think we did. See, this is the vibe that I was getting from where it's like a little Telltale, a little Wolf Among Us vibes. And you said Archer. I kind of see that too, but...
did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the...
Oh!
Calliope?
Oh, she's dead!
I didn't know where else. I'm so sorry, Grace.
Or dying. How did you well, she's a stalker. Or, I'll get help. She's literally actively bleeding. Call the cops. Call the ambulance.
No, you have to wait. You can't go.
No, I don't need to go. You need to go to the hospital.
Not like this. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? Hey! Calliope!
Well, there's blood on my hands. This doesn't look good.
Please, come on.
Oh, she's glowing. Oh! Magic orb!
What?
If it buries itself in my chest, we're screwed. It's just gonna be like, whoop! I told you! I told you! I knew it! I have powers! I'm a goddess! I can now see in 4 dimensions! But now whatever killed Calliope off is probably after us. I'm just putting that out there. Maybe that guy. He just pulls a yak out of his, like, out of his bag.
Take your time.
Hermes. That's a name.
Is that my door?
Yeah, it's a portal to Olympus.
It's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
Yeah, you could have been a little faster. I've got a dead woman on my floor right now. We need help. Did you... Yeah, they're not pulling a yak on me,
I
so...
think she's dead. We need help. You need to call someone.
Well, I'm someone. I got called. Happens every time one of us dies, you know?
No, I don't know. That's the thing. And how often does that
Is dead,
happen?
huh? Man. So, the chorus is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
The chorus. The chorus, right after Calliope and I had this like sing-song moment. Now I have to go speak to the chorus. I could be, if I was a punk rocker, I could be like, explain this right now. But I'm not a punk rocker, so I'm gonna ask about who the chorus is.
Chorus? You mean the authorities? Are they coming?
I guess they're authorities? But they're not coming here. We have to go to them. Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna start
Clearly.
real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
I ate her soul.
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? With me so far? Cool.
So was Calliope just like a normal chick before she died? Like, or before she became a goddess? How many lives are ruined by just becoming goddesses and god? Actually, ruined. I don't know. Maybe she had a pretty good life. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. Sparta, Medusa, Owl, cookies. Let us not forget the cookies.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me?
How did we get here? The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything.
You can't say that, and there's like a plate full of cookies on the desk.
Wait, come back. Okay. Yeah, I'll just wait here and
Not eat all the cookies on that desk.
anything.
Hermes way chill. Hermes also dip real fast. We don't know if she got stabbed. We don't know what happened to her. I'm sitting on the desk. On something else. I'm touching a lot of things. You think you could avoid that as a god somehow? You would think, but we don't know who committed this act. See the cookies! This is clearly a trap of some kind. Oh god, the owl's alive! Oh shoot! I didn't know that. Hello. I'm in combat stance. Like, you ready to go? Oh, don't give me that stank eye. I don't want to be here any more than you want me here. Everyone else looks more concerned, I think.
Our beloved sister, the last of the Muses,
The last?
passed on.
That's unfortunate.
To you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's Grace.
You made that sound kind of sarcastic,
yes.
like you don't like Hermes, maybe?
My. You have had quite the day, haven't you?
Yeah. This is all some kind of mistake. I don't know. I don't know what I think the mistake is. This is all clearly bananas. Calliope is really dead. Well, yeah, we saw her dead. I'm more okay. Who are
Someone
you?
died in my arms. Where is this? How did I get here? Who are you people?
So many questions. This is my office, and I expect you arrived through one of Hermes's portals.
Oh,
The shiny doorway.
As for who we are, well, that does require some explanation, I agree.
This guy needs to
Allow
button
me
his
to
shirt.
Introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of
Apollo,
prophecy,
my
for the
man.
occasion,
He
as
was always my
always.
favorite.
The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love, and the one glaring at you is Persephone, once queen of the underworld.
Yeah, what's up with the glare? I know.
We are the chorus.
I mean, I am expected to believe this. We walk through a portal. Gods are real?
Gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just...
Stories, myths, legends.
Yeah, I guess.
If you're real, you'd be all powerful. You wouldn't be hiding or...
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since
Oh god, that's so loud! Holy crap! That's so much louder than the game!
today, we too are just people, trying to get by.
Rip headphone users, or at least me, Jeebany Cribidus. Holy cow, don't do that too often. You'll kill me. I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. Was that loud to you guys too, or just me? I was not prepared. I can still, okay, so if it's got a little question mark, maybe, that's like, I can always ask more questions. Do we even need to, though? I'm more interested in this, so I'm a god now. So if I had to bet, Poseidon, Hades, and Zeus will be bosses going in that same order. When you say it like that, it makes me wonder if you looked it up and you're just trying to be, like, silly, or are you just actually, like, taking a shot in the dark? I don't know.
You said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
Where do my
That is
superpowers
true.
start?
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call
Yeah,
it
precursor
Eidolon, the
orb.
part of Calliope's soul, which made her an
Eidolon.
idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're
Okay.
here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper, never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
That's when I pull out the yak that I keep in my back pocket at all times. Just bam, bam, bam. Or my knife that I'm holding upside down. Hua, 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 hua. You're not taking me alive. Take me alive, Athena. Yeah, but I didn't kill Calliope. Do we want to go that route, or do we want to go? This one's got the little witty. So what? This is insane. What's the wit? What's the angle with the what? They just explained that they're gods. This game. Would you mind giving viewers like 1,000,000 mana for this stream, especially? I don't know. I wanted to see what angle this goes for. Normally I'm more like, but I didn't do it, guys. Which, I mean, if they already think I did, me saying that I didn't really doesn't matter to them. But I want to see where this goes. Not seeing them here is kind of sus. Yeah, maybe. You might be onto something.
Hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean you have to die?
It's exactly as it sounds, Grace.
You can't do that. What about a trial? You aren't the police. Why hasn't someone called the police?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hand.
She literally died in my hands. Persephone, what do you want from me?
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we
We
should...
should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end. Yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done. For Calliope's sake.
But this isn't justice.
Oh God, I've got powers. I'll fight. Maybe, or maybe I'll sing. Maybe I'll sing fight. I'll sing fight. I'm not trying to hide from any reality.
Though a little lost here.
That's what I said.
Little girl, despairs explanation.
Please, explanation would be great.
Please listen.
I've been doing nothing but listening.
You have usurped a muse.
Allegedly, but I did not.
No recourse to be of rain.
I feel like, you know, there could be.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
Doubt.
She came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that shield
You must know. I didn't
us.
do it. Is it weird this isn't song?
Now that the muse is gone,
Now that she's gone,
I'm afraid you'll have to see.
you have to see.
I'll close my eyes.
Chorus is in our call.
Oh, they're literally a chorus.
Justice won't be ignored.
Do you three want to audition for my band?
Agree.
Yeah, Apollo, I told you he's my man. I told you.
Did I hear that correctly?
The chorus is in discordance.
Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her?
And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her Eidolon?
Then we need to find out.
Right?
You want justice.
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you
Come on,
have us do?
Athena, goddess of wisdom. Use some of it for a moment. I don't know. Let me prove myself. I want a trial. We need to find the truth. I'm going that route.
There has to be some way to find the truth. Aren't you gods? Couldn't a god, I don't know.
You know, what can you do? Come on. I'm all for it. Let's go. Let's go on a truth-finding adventure.
Considering this.
We are considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
I say you need to prove my guilt.
I think so. Yes.
Fine.
And there we have it.
What just happened? As if I didn't just watch a vote happen. Okay, so I live for now. All right, how do I move? How do we roll the ball?
I'm gonna get some help with this, right? Some direction?
You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
What
That
happens
seems like an
after a week?
arbitrary amount of time.
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, oh, our original verdict stands.
How do I find the killer? They think it's me, so I don't know that they're going to give me any good advice. Maybe Apollo will. I'm just going to go with. I'm going to go with bewildered disbelief.
This is not real. I fell down some stairs, right? I'm in a coma. A nice, normal coma.
A nice, just
Would that
normal
be so?
coma.
For then Calliope would still be with us.
You can wake up any minute now, Grace. Any minute.
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities. They cannot help you.
Can they not?
Do not harm
DNA's
another
still a
idol.
thing.
Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer. If they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
Also, I feel like your rules may or may not inhibit me from doing what I need to do. And also, I don't trust the cookies anymore. Maybe the owl was right to be like, yo, bro, you don't want to eat that cookie. It's poison. They gonna kill you. The three main guys not here to explain all this. Well, they also said like Calliope was a muse, so I don't know. I don't know all the. If you know the lore, the mythos, you can tell me. The muses, were they related and connected at all to Athena and Athena and Apollo and Persephone and Artemis, or I don't know, whatever they. I got one of them switched, but whatever. Or are they connected to that Calliope? I don't know. Who are the muses' names? I know the muses from like Hercules. You mean Huncules? You have to head out, Timeaholic? Well, thanks for hanging out with me and staying up, and we'll see you next time. Day 1, time to head home. I got a journal and I got Grace's apartment. What's in a ye old journal? Let's take a little peeky peek. We got characters. We got Freddy. Oh, Aphrodite. I think I said Artemis. We got Freddy, who's like my buddy. Freddy, I only call her Farishta when I'm visiting her house. Her mom always makes these deep fried honey snacks I love. Has been my best friend since probably forever. We used to make up rhymes when we skipped rope. It's been that long. We've come a long way from those days. Edge of Elysium is her band. Oh, of course her band will be named Elysium, and now I'm being invaded by a bunch of Olympic gods. And inviting me in was her idea. I was keen on joining since I haven't seen Freddy much since I left school, but it's been kind of rough going. I can sing, sure, and when we get a gig, it feels good being up there on stage, but is this really my thing? I don't know. We have Calliope, who's dead. I know Calliope was one of the muses. Is that the same as being a god? But that's really about it. I don't know where she lived, what she got up to, or who her enemies were. I have so many questions. For one, what was she doing when she found me at the gymnasium? Was she just passing by? Did she have a plan? How did she know where I lived? I keep thinking about what Calliope said to me before she died. She seemed so sad. Did she know this was going to happen? Most of all, why did she pick me? Which, again, when we talk about, like, Kirsty MagicManMo for making me stay up late, I'd make you stay up later. I think you should be with me for another 2 hours, or 3 even. I bet it was Zeus and she is Freddy in disguise. I don't know. Is there a motive for Freddy being who betrays us? I don't know. I don't have enough information yet. As far as I know, it could literally just be... It could still literally be Hermes setting us up. Who knows? I don't know why, but I mean... But it does seem like Calliope already knew a lot about us upon meeting us. So it does seem like this whole, like, did she choose you thing that the chorus is talking about, it seems like she really did. She boned up and did her homework on me long before we met. Hermes is the idol who came to collect me at my apartment when Calliope died. I didn't know their name at the time, of course. Athena only mentioned who they were afterwards. I guess they're the god of doorways, maybe? Hermes is like the god of, like, messages, like, you know, messaging or something. He's always got those, like, little shoes. I guess they're the god of doorways. I wonder if they can go anywhere with that power. Into bank vaults, on top of a mountain, across the world. Pretty wild to think about. Could Hermes have been involved in Calliope's death? I don't know. They seem surprised, if not really broken up about it. Not that Hermes strikes me as someone who does much deep thinking. They seem more like a kid, although I don't know about that. I guess looks can be deceiving. Why did they have to come when Calliope died? And they did it right away, too. Kind of suspicious, if you ask me. Well, again, like, Hermes, the god of, like, messages, so, like, I guess that's kind of his thing. I'm not ruling Hermes out, but I'm not convinced yet. Stay up till the stream ends. Yeah! Who needs a stream schedule? Aphrodite. Aphrodite is the goddess of love, and I can believe it. You can okay. She has that sparkle when you look at her, like she's one of those old-timey movie stars, all glamour and presence. I bet if she walks in a room, everyone stops what they're doing to stare at her. Kind of rude, kind of rude. Why she's part of the chorus, I have no idea. She seemed kind of quiet and sad, like she's busy writing some teary ballad in her head and not really listening to what's going on around her. If Aphrodite is behind Calliope's death, then she hides it super well. Maybe you just naturally learn how to be a great actress after 1,000 years or so. How would I know? That's the other thing. We don't know how old everybody is because I don't know how often everybody dies and passes it on. So, like, she could be 1,000 years old, or she could be, like, 10. Like, she's been a goddess for, like, 10 years. And, like, you know, before that it was someone else. And before that it was someone else. Before that it was someone else. I don't know. Apollo. My man! I don't know much about this Apollo. He's the only guy on the chorus, but he didn't say much of anything until he kind of defended me, I guess. At least he disagreed with the you need to die verdict. I guess I owe him one. If I actually owed anyone for giving me an extra week before they kill me, not so sure about that. Athena introduced Apollo as the god of prophecy, but I'm not sure exactly what that means. Don't prophets wear long robes and speak in big, booming voices? This one looks less like a god and more like a surfer who crashed on the beach after a party and still hasn't found all of his clothes. Right? That right? Could he have killed Calliope? I can't take anything for granted when it comes to these people. That would be a massive twist, because like if he did kill Calliope, he was that close to letting us get offed, and then no, he wouldn't have to worry about it ever again. So him defending us kind of lends some credence to him not being the murderer, but it would be a big twist. I don't know what the motive would be, though. Either way, I'm kind of rooting for the guy. In school, when I studied like Greek mythology and stuff like that, I was always like an Apollo guy. I don't know why. When I was like, even when I was a kid, like I would do like, not a lot of it stuck. My brain didn't hold on to all that information, but I would do my like research papers and stuff on Apollo. So I came into this already like, that's my guy. If I stay for the whole stream, will you give me 1,000,000 mana? I will give you a mana boost. So I don't think none of the gods you have met are the murderer. None of their real life stories shows them being evil enough to murder another god. Yeah, I kind of doubt. Unless it's Athena. Athena, I think, is the most likely to be the murderer, and that's because she's the goddess of wisdom, and yet failed to see the wisdom in seeking the truth. Like Persephone, which I'll read all this in a second. Persephone seems to be motivated on the surface, unless she's hiding something. On the surface, she just seemed mad because I literally had Calliope's blood in my hands. To Persephone, that's like cut and clear. Maybe she even kind of had a thing for Calliope or something. I think she was leading with passion. So Persephone, while she was abrasive and aggressive and clearly didn't like us, one of her sisters or best friends or whatever died. So I kind of get it. Athena over here being all like, I'm the goddess of wisdom. Also, screw you. We're going to kill you even though we don't know who you are or what happened. I know wisdom and intelligence aren't one-to-one the same thing, but it just seems kind of brash. Doesn't seem wise. So I'm just saying, of everyone here, I'm most suspicious, actually, of Athena. Athena is supposed to be the goddess of wisdom, but how does that work? Is it a power of hers? Does she just know things? She's supposed to be really powerful, but how exactly? Mostly she just seemed like my mom. Oh, that's unfortunate. Or anyone's mom. Maybe that's what she is to the idols. The mom who looks after them. Looks after them? You're about to murder somebody here. Anyway, keeps them going. She was all smiles and was even super sweet when she told me I had to die. Like it would be no big deal. That makes her a scary mom, like the kind that demands to speak to the manager when things don't go her way, because things always go her way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's the cool mom, or maybe she'll keep smiling while she smothers me with a pillow, because she's thousands of years old and I'm basically nothing in comparison. And maybe she killed Calliope, and that makes me an annoyance, because that means her murder didn't quite take. But then, why give me the chance to prove myself? If she really wanted me dead, couldn't she have just said, nope, no vote, let's nip this in the bud? Athena really seems like the type who'd do that, right? Idols are so confusing. No, I think if she did do it, she couldn't just pressure through that. I feel like that would have been crazy suspicious. And Apollo, obviously, would have been like, hold up. And Persephone. What did Athena say about Persephone? She's the queen of the underworld, or at least used to be. I had to look it up, but that's basically the idol version of Hech. Does that mean it's a real place? Like you die and you go to the underworld? Or maybe that only happens to idols. Mind you, Athena didn't exactly say Persephone was the queen of the underworld, did she? She said once the queen of the underworld, so she isn't any longer. She's also the only idol that Athena didn't say was the god of something or other. I'm willing to bet there's a whole story about that. Yeah, is she just like aimless? Is she a goddess of anything? Whatever it is, it's pretty clear that Persephone hates me, and not just because she thinks I'm a murderer, because don't they all think that? It feels personal. Those sharp eyes of hers wanted to gut me and hang me on a clothesline, so I'd better watch my back. Like I said, she was probably especially attached to Calliope, and I did literally have Calliope's blood on my hands, so like, you know. Especially banging. Wait, what now? Sorry for the language. It might have got censored on my end. Zeus has a history of being slightly evil or mischievous. Zeus has definitely got a history of lots of things. The god of blacksmithing. Isn't that hold on, don't tell me. Hold on. The god of blacksmithing is oh come on, it's right there. Oh, I know who you're talking about. It's at the tip of my head. It's at the tip of my brain. It's right there. I feel like... Oh, come on. I could do this. I can't do it. I can't think of it. I can't. Oh, my gosh. I know this. It's going to drive me wild. My brain keeps saying, it's Mephistopheles. I'm like, it's not Mephistopheles. That's not even that's not even close. It's the only word that's coming. Okay, I can't do it. My brain has failed me. My brain has failed me yet. When we were talking earlier in the stream about how, like, I know words, but my brain just refuses. That's happening for sure right now. Let's go to my apartment. Achievement. End of the road. Inherited the legacy of the last Muse. Oh, it's Freddy. Hey, Freddy. Did you find the dead girl in my room? Oh, don't shark me now. I'm in the middle of a thing. Hephaestus, yes. Hephaestus. I don't know if I say that right, but yes. Oh. Oh. Sorry, I was thinking about sharks.
Hi. You're kidding, right?
How long has it been? How long have I been
Came
gone?
home, the door was wide open. You weren't
Oh,
answering
okay.
your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you.
Something did happen to me.
Something happened to you?
Yes, actually. Make up a story. I became a god. You didn't find a body. We thought something happened to you. Where were you? Did you find the body? Okay. I'm not gonna make up a story. Cause I'm gonna choose to trust Freddy here. So do we lean into I became a god, which feels kind of egotistical because I feel like that kind of glosses over the bad, the trouble that I'm in. But the body would be alarming. We gotta do it.
When you got home, there wasn't a body here? No blood or anything? A body? What do you mean, like a dead body?
Yeah.
A woman named Calliope. She showed up and she was... You were gone all night.
You're not gonna follow up? You don't have questions about that, Freddy? You're gonna just let that lie, Freddy?
Calling and calling. This wasn't some
hookup.
Who's that?
Because you can say it's none of your business.
He's got horns. Who are you? Yeah, just help yourself to a slice of my pizza. What? It was not a hookup. Wait, what? What were you talking about, Freddy? I was too busy looking at the horned man. I'll go with the... Oh, yeah, I'm not supposed to tell anybody. But, like, I mean, there's a horned man in my room. Maybe Freddy can't see him.
Freddy? You might not want to turn around.
Don't sniff my...
Did your
What is
hookup
that?
return? Did they bring flowers? Are they preparing to serenade you?
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace?
I don't know.
Why does he have horns?
And glowing yellow eye. Well, glowing, but yellow eyes. Good question. I have something to confess, which, another god. I haven't mentioned the god thing yet, actually.
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
To answer your question, my dear,
Pan,
you see
it's
the
Pan.
Horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right?
I wondered
As for
about
who
that.
I am. I've been known most often as Pan.
Okay.
So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
I'll call you something. You're in my room.
Of the Greek gods, Pan, right?
Freddy jumped to that
Isn't
real
that a
fast.
cosplayer?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you,
The gods seem to be calling themselves idols quite a bit, actually.
I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand.
Oh, thank you.
Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
Concerned? You just kind of let yourself in. Were you sent here? How can you help? Can we talk in front of Freddy? Well, I mean, we already are, so I mean, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, what do you get out of it? I mean, that is kind of openly suspicious and maybe rude, but he did kind of just let himself into my house, apartment, whatever, and he's being super weird. So I think we're going to go with it. They can see gods. Yeah, apparently they can see gods, but Pan said he chooses to show off the horn. So he could look human. He's just not doing that. And technically, since Pan revealed himself, I didn't tell Freddy about the gods. So I'm still in the clear. I did nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong this entire time. I've just been bewildered.
And what do you get out of helping me exactly?
Now that is an excellent question. You'll need that kind of baseless suspicion if you're going to survive among us.
It's not baseless.
Baseless?
That's
I
what...
already had my life threatened tonight.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
wait.
not baseless.
Life threatened? What?
Yeah, Freddy, remember when I talked about the body?
You've gone and upset the mortal.
She'll be okay. This is your fault, Pan? Oh, about the upsetting the mortal thing. Try not to be upset. Well, she's not... Can we talk in front of Freddy? I mean, we already are. I'm just gonna yell at Pan.
This is your fault, Pan. You just walked in here uninvited, and now...
I often have that effect, I know. It's crazy.
Crazy,
Anyone who can
dude.
explain what's going on, Grace?
I haven't had the
She was
time.
against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
Why do I have the feeling that I'm going to regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat.
What do you mean Freddy's not the mortal world, is she? Was that like Pan totally letting slip like, yo, bro, Freddy, she an idol.
That's it?
Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
I hope it's all a dream. I hope I wake up.
I'm still hoping I'll wake up. This feels like one really long, really bad dream.
I don't know. Isn't it cool to be a god?
I don't know. I don't have any powers yet.
The cool part hasn't happened yet.
That's what I'm saying.
A million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
Thank you, Freddy. Thank you. That's appreciated. Don't get yourself murdered for me. You're taking this well. I'm sorry to get you involved. You are the absolute best. The last time I had a little heart icon, I said literally like the same thing. You're the best. Does the heart like up our friendship? Is it like we're like dating? Like, is this romance? Is it friendship? What does the heart mean? I'm going to go for it. I see a symbol, I click it.
You sat next to me at lunch period, dummy.
Oh yeah, right.
My friendship comes with all sorts of benefits, up to and including the tracking down of supernatural killers.
I hope it does, because that's what we're doing.
Camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of killers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who is set adrift most cruelly.
I don't know what foundling means. Heart goes for the love route, I guess. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know. It does it? Maybe it does. The Pan guy does look like how the Greeks depicted him. Does he? I can't really say that I know Pan's depictions in Greek at all. So instead of ending as friends, the end of the game as more than friends. We'll see how this goes. I don't know if there are multiple romance options. I didn't know there were any romance options. I know nothing. We'll see what happens. We'll see where this goes. What's in it for you? I'm kind of still leaning that. How did you know about me? Tell me your advice. How do I know you're not the killer? Yeah, what's in it for you?
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Now. Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything. As of yet.
I'm aware. So my question still stands. What do you get out of this?
Seems rather convenient, you showing up with advice. How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know. Very useful.
It might have been Hermes.
He's not gonna tell you, Grace.
There's not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies. I heard of your arrival, and I know how obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
You also already seem to know quite a bit about my predicament, considering.
You know, you could be the killer, for all I know.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me. Well called, darling.
And maybe even true.
Poor Pan! To be eternally maligned and mistrusted. Alas, and alas, and alas. I doubt there's a line of idols waiting to offer you advice, Grace. But whether you accept mine or not is for you to decide.
Unsolicited advice. My absolute favorite. What do you got?
I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your power?
No, and I want to know what they are.
Powers.
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
The chorus started singing, my province. That sounds pretty dope. I want to go with the chorus started singing ... because I want to know what that means with a ... What's
when
that
I was
about?
talking to Athena and the others, they all started singing. Does that mean that was me?
Let me guess. Music swelled as if from nowhere. Lips quivered, souls were laid bare.
Yeah, I guess.
And yeah, that was you.
You did that. What did I do?
How does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Well, if it lays people bare.
Expedite the process.
Oh, jeez! Allow me to shark the process. I'm closing my eyes, but all I can see are sharks. I only hear sharks.
Coming from you.
Sharks are coming from me.
When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
Sharks.
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel
sharks.
Powerful.
Oh, the power of the shark! I have Shane running through my blood.
Grace, you know that you're lost now.
Oh no! Don't you start with me now, Pan.
Given powers you don't understand.
Where'd that tree come from?
I'm the guy who can help you.
Uh-huh.
All that you hear is at your command.
Wait.
No, it's okay.
Freddy's like, where am I? Did I glitch out?
What do I do?
Sing. Yeah, what do you mean, what do you do?
Why not?
Roll with it.
Time's a wasting.
Yeah, why not? Just roll. I saw the timer, so I made my decision. I mean, we're here. You might as well.
Did you find me? This is I've ever had.
Freddy's like, what is happening?
How could this possibly turn out bad? Am I doing it now?
Brilliant.
I'm doing it. Freddy's like, please.
Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you
I'll
hear
listen.
me, Grace? What's going on?
Yeah, I'll say, I'll give him a moment to go. Erica, welcome to the stream. We're in a musical. Please do. Never mind, I trust him. Let's do it. Let's go. Take his hand.
Grace, I have a bad feeling that grin is a giveaway. That much is clear. What is this creep concealing? How does he know you and why is he here?
Freddy, this map is uncharted. Let's hear him out. I know how you feel. Me, I'm just getting started. I wish you could feel this. It's kind of unreal.
Or I'll go, don't freak Freddy out now.
Grace, have you gone delirious?
A little bit.
Danger could not be more serious. You've been hurt before by mysterious men.
I know what the colors mean.
Get hurt again.
Oh God. I mean, what else are we gonna do? We gotta do something.
This is our place. Is he gonna stay? Freddy, I don't think I have any choice.
That's what I'm saying.
But can you show me the way? It's time to play.
I wouldn't be this on board with Pan, but you know.
What do I do?
Whatever you wish. The power is yours.
It's okay, Freddy. I think I got this.
Okay. That was a sharp. That was a sharp doo-wop.
Who's making this happen? This isn't a game.
You don't understand.
This has all gotten out of hand.
Nothing for Grace will ever be the same.
I'm leaning in. I'm just gonna lean into it. Why are we singing? Oh God. Oh, where do I start?
I won't let him take you.
Now you're an idol, and you're where you belong. Grace the song, and it's undeniable. The difference in you.
That doesn't mean I know what to do.
Morning fades, then we all pull the shades. But I'm afraid, and I think you are too.
Freddy, nobody knows me like you.
If you leave now, I'll follow you somehow.
This Freddy's a friend you can use, but it isn't playtime. Now you're a muse. Time to choose.
Sorry to break it to you, Pan, but I'm not abandoning my best.
You had me right up until then. Like, I'm not abandoning her.
That's your choice. Humdrum mortality.
How about trusting in those who love her instead of those who want to use her?
Oh my, such drama. No matter how you employ it, Grace, this is the power of a muse. Drawing out that which lies within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing. Normally, like, if I were playing this on my own, right? I would probably lean into my powers. Well, no, not if I was playing this alone. I'm imagining like okay, hang on. I gotta process my thinking. If I'm going to be role-playing this, normally when I play role-playing games on my own, that's where I wanted to go with this. When I play role-playing games on my own and out of stream, I usually try to go for like the power move, right? So like I try to like how do you get power and become like the immortal god or whatever. You know, if I'm playing like Baldur's Gate or something. But like there's a twist. I don't do it out of evil. I want my cake and I want to eat it too. So like in my brain, I'm like, yeah, I would love all these godly powers, but I also want to keep my best friend Freddy. You know what I mean? I want both. And I might not be allowed to have both, but by God, if we're not going to try. That's what I'm saying. Is she single? I think so. I think we're smooching. No. If I'm not smooching Freddy by the end of this, I'm smooching Apollo. You didn't see Apollo earlier, but he saved our life. The emo one, the protagonist, she probably single. Seems to have an LGBT plus on the wall. I didn't see it. If there was, I didn't see it, but could be. Freddy's the green one. Yeah, her name was, oh shoot, what was it? Fartisha or Frati something. I forget what her real name was now, but we call her Freddy. And pan is bread in Spanish. Yeah, but he wasn't, it is, but it's pronounced pan, or pan, and it's, he's not Spanish. But anyway, so I've got, this is perfect. What does the star mean? We haven't seen the green star yet. I forced people to sing, but I didn't have full control. That's true. I think so. I forget what he actually asked us. But we were unearthing our power. I guess I'm going to go with... Why is it gray? If I click on it, does it do anything? Click. No. Okay, I can't do it. I wonder if I just have to do one of these first. I don't know what the green star means. I wonder if that would have been unlocked if I went full red, full blue, or full green. Or if I just leaned to the power. If I took Pan's side, if I would have been able to do that. I'm going to go with this one. The star is charming. Oh, we just haven't seen that selection yet. That the red was the punk. The green is the charming. I'm not charming. I'm witty. I'm blue. Gotcha. I don't think I'd seen a charming answer yet. Okay.
Sure, but I have to admit, I didn't feel completely in control.
Got it.
Of course not. A song goes where a song goes, Grace. It will only go where it wishes. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
Gotcha, Derica. Thank you for reminding me.
Grace already told you to take a hike.
So she did. Allow me to get to the point then. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address. In the city where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
I do wonder if I'd gone full lean into Pan, like, would we have actually abandoned Freddy? Like, she would have just not been in the story. I mean, she said she would follow, so she'd probably pop up, but, like, is this gonna be like a detective story where I could have had Freddy as my, like, right hand or Pan as my right hand? Oh, this is gonna be one of those things you have to, like, play more than once. You should have led with that. Thank you. Why not go there? You're set. Well, because he's up to something. That's why. I'll just be snide about it.
Have Calliope's address? You should have started with that.
And miss all the dancing? Nonsense.
That's about what I expected for an answer.
This I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
We'll see.
That's perfect. We can look for clues there. What this Calliope was doing, who her enemies were.
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
Yeah, but maybe if they try to stab me, we'll sing about it. Then I'll need your help. Maybe next time, Freddy, I need your help, Pan. Then, I'll need her help. I didn't read that right. I mean, that's true. And I wouldn't want to put Freddy in... I just realized, is she like a full, like, foot taller than me? Anyway. I feel like after our little song and dance, I don't want to just completely left turn over to Pan again. And I don't really want to tell Freddy to sit out, even though it's probably the smart move. But I could use somebody watching my back. So I mean, I would love to do the I'm not worried, but I didn't choose the punk rocker, so we'll do
then
this
I'll
one.
Definitely need backup.
You'll be fine. After all, what's a mortal to do that you cannot?
I can speak Hindi.
Hey?
Okay, fine.
I hope that actually comes in handy, and it's like a
need to
huge
find Kaz
thing.
and Brian, just tell them you're okay. If, not the other stuff.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
Okay, so I'm
glad
still going
that's
on my own.
settled.
Okay.
I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
Okay, so I'm still going on my... I just didn't want to tell Freddy to sit back and be like, well, now I'm ditching both of you. But at least if she's holding back, she's not in actual danger. So that works. That basically works out the way I wanted it to anyway. Got an achievement. Not a lost girl. Decided to something. I should check out the address Pan gave me. I should definitely do that. Do I have a new journal now for Pan, though? I do! Also, does the Freddy one update now that... It does! It's updated! But Pan... I'm back in the morning after going through the ringer, having just discovered I'm some kind of ancient muse, and guess who shows up at my apartment uninvited, poking around the kitchen like he's considering an investment? This idol's name is Pan, and I don't know what his deal is. He's a bit too smooth. It seems like he knows a bit too much. Seems to know a bit too much that he isn't saying. I forgot how to read for a sec. And just happened to know where to point me, which he offered for a price, of course. This one's shady, folks. I can just guess what kind of favor he's going to want. And then we got a new thing for Freddy. Freddy was at the apartment when Pan arrived, so I had to tell her everything. Part of me feels bad for getting her involved, but I have to admit none of this felt quite real until I did. If anyone can figure this out, she can. Greek mythology has been her thing since 7th grade. Well, that's convenient. And I'm glad she was there to back me up during the song with Pam. When we put our heads together, we can handle anything. And I'm sure there is more info. It appears Calliope was staying at an apartment, one that belongs to Persephone of all people. Well, I wonder what they were up to. I wonder if that's why Persephone seemed to hate our guts, because they were staying together. Oh my gosh. And it's actually not too far from mine. Convenient. Could that be where Calliope was attacked? Am I crazy for agreeing to go check it out by myself? I didn't actually agree to do that. I just am doing that. Let's just be absolutely clear. I didn't agree to that. That's just what's happening. Yeah, Calliope's super dead. She's why we have superpowers now. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna go refill my water. Yeah, for context, Calliope showed up at... me and Freddy were having a band audition, and Calliope showed up right at the end after Freddy already left. And then we sang a duet together, and it seemed like Calliope already knew who we were, and that was super suspicious, but our character, Grace, didn't really seem to figure that out. And then we went home, and then later, Calliope showed up at our apartment like, oh my god, I didn't mean to do this to you, but I'm dying! And then she died in our arms, and then we became a goddess. And now you're caught up, basically. Oh, there's also a bunch of other goddesses and one god, Apollo, who want us dead. Or they think that... Well, Apollo didn't. The goddesses kind of thought maybe we killed Calliope, but Apollo's like, hold up, something doesn't add up here. And that's why he's the GOAT! You're like, what?
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign.
Maybe I have magical opening doors abilities. What? A swank? Oh my god, it's still so loud! Is this Calliope's Sharkament?
Not this. Hello?
Hello? Anyone home?
Sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here.
Well, you know...
I better have a look around.
Oh, Elvis picture? I want to look at the Elvis picture. Oh, I can confirm. Go look at the Elvis picture. Normally I would go
Maybe this
top
is
to
just an
bottom, but
ironic photo of Elvis, and she wasn't like his muse, or
why not? What does that mean? We got a Warhol painting.
Andy Warhol. Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder how many celebrities she knew.
Jailhouse rock. What about this elegant painting? What's in the elegant? Is that elegant? I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know all the genres of paint, but is that elegant?
It belongs in a museum.
Looks more like I don't know, it seems very poppy to me. A light. Can we just stare at the chandelier? What if it falls down on our head and murders us? Because someone like loosened the cord.
The audition. Where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here?
Who's to say? Can I start playing the piano? I'm sure I can play instruments. There's several. Guitar, drums, harp. Instrument. Just nondescript instrument. It's a piano. I'll look at
So many
instrument.
instruments in here. Did she play all of them?
Oh, we're just going to look at all of them all together? Okay. I will look at them individually. How about the guitar? It belongs in a museum.
Look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these?
You go to the store and you buy one. You're like, you know, like, I don't know, guitar, store, Guitar Center. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Guitar Center.
These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new muse? Is that even okay to ask?
Oh, yeah, I forgot Grace is a drummer, I think. I forgot about that. How about the harp?
A giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp.
Why not? What if all these instruments are like all the muses, like Athena and Aphrodite and Persephone and previously Calliope would come over here to the apartment, they'd all just jam on these instruments together? Maybe. Yeah, we're gonna go upstairs now. I don't know why it keeps, like, every time I click one of these, my mouse shoots up to the corner of the screen.
Down here. Maybe there's something upstairs?
Steps in the first step and it just like snaps and I like fall 2 feet to my death.
Oh man. Keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday.
Hello.
3 muses, you know, not 9.
What?
Whenever
Hi,
you found
Apollo.
someone who made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their eidolon. Take a new name. See, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
What are you doing in Persephone and Calliope's apartment? You're Apollo. Yeah, you scared me. What are you doing here? Yeah, how about that one?
What are you doing? Sitting here in the dark?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Morning, question mark?
Preparing your villainous monologue?
I'm grieving. For a dear friend. If I may ask, how did you find this place? And what are you doing here?
Well, you know what I'm doing here. I'm currently on an investigation, but also, you're not just here to grieve. Yeah. I need answers, that's true. Pan told me about it. Do I out Pan right away? Probably not, because he could be useful to us, but he's also up to something. I don't know.
I could ask you the same question.
I told you why.
I know what you said, but look around. This office has been tossed.
Oh, has it?
Someone searched this place from top to bottom.
With this? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I can't help you, Grace. I wish I could. You deserve better.
You might be able to help me. You want to answer some questions for me? You haven't thrown me out of here yet, so... Here, well, let's get him on our side and get him talking about Calliope, maybe.
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul. With trouble.
Troubled?
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, all of us. Had We needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today.
Really?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Maybe that kind of backfired on me a little bit. I don't know. Apollo and Callie were a thing. I am unaware, actually. I said that I, like, studied Apollo a little bit, but I am unaware of that. Or I've forgotten. It has been many years. Why did you speak up for me? Yeah, like, I was assuming maybe Persephone would end up having a thing for Calliope, but
I should thank
if it's
you
Apollo,
for, you know, speaking up for me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I'm not disputing that, Grace. I just don't think that I'm the one to help you.
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
No, nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it. Sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this...
I mean, all the boxes seem still organized, so it could just be messy. I'll say, she said tossed, but, like, things, like, there's still stacks of books and stuff. Like, things aren't thrown around. It's just a mess. My place is a mess. I get it.
Why can't you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
You've already met Pan?
Oh, we've already outed Pan.
It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
I'll make that decision for myself.
More than me about almost everything.
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
All right, well, proof's in the pudding. How do I know you're not the killer? Oh, we can't go that route.
So let me get this straight. You'll speak up for me, but you won't lift a finger to help.
You don't want me to do more.
You keep saying that, but it doesn't make any sense. If you didn't want to help, that'd be one thing. But insisting I don't want you to?
Yeah, I know that needs an explanation. Oh, he's on the move.
I can't do this.
Don't you want the truth?
Calliope was clearly important to you. Don't you want to know the truth?
Of course I do.
Then what's the problem? Don't do it for me. Do it for her.
Oh, we're gonna do a sing. We're gonna do a sing song. We're gonna drag it out of him.
I haven't sung in centuries.
Well, you're about to.
Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
Phantom pains
Oh.
from a missing friend, feeding thoughts, thoughts that never end. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Yeah.
Here she is, only in her head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
What did you do? What didn't you do?
Yeah, go on. Explain.
Cause and effect. The earth shook and my instinct was protect. She said, come, there's waves to ride. I stayed shut inside.
Well, what were you protecting her from? Disney mode activate. I'm not gonna lean blue every time, but
You held fast. What's that about?
Stubborn me thought I'd wait her out. Usually she'd come back to me. You see, return. We do that old dance, knowing both there was not a chance that I would change, but she never came.
Always go blue for better results. Is it better?
Somebody finds you here, they might project and think you
killed her. No.
Then help me and you'll show I never had a reason to suspect. Cause and effect.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
What's up with the lighthouse?
Let's see.
So did I give you pause?
I selected blue at the start, but it's more of a personality, though.
Perhaps there is some change we can effect.
That hidden voice will always play. On loop, it will always say, what did I do? What didn't I do?
I mean, I guess he did say he hadn't actually spoken to Calliope in years, and that apparently that haunts him. But I want to know what it is that he messed up so badly that he refused to talk to Calliope for years. Because he regrets it.
Very well.
Whoosh, back to normal.
I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
Sounds like it would be useful. Well, he was doing the cause and effect thing. What he did do, what he didn't do. It's interesting because if he's the god of prophecy, he's Apollo, right? That's usually a foresight, a future thing. But he's so wrapped up in apparently the past. I don't know. That's very strange.
Would it be helpful if you could explain why exactly? This is all new to me, remember?
Yes, of course, that's true. It's so easy to forget that. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
Is it, if it's freedom though, is it ignorance? Because if there's no prophecy, you can't be ignorant to the prophecy. There is no prophecy. But if you know that there is a guarantee how it's going to work, I mean, yeah, he's talking about fate. How does that work? That doesn't sound helpful. I would normally lean either of these two, so I'll just go.
You're talking about fate, aren't you? Destiny.
I am.
I can't say I've ever.
Hey, Ran,
believed
welcome
in
to the
fate.
stream.
Well, you probably didn't believe in magic either, but here we are.
That's a good point.
Are we going to say that this is
Power
technically
to
magic?
pick at the strands of fate and make a single path clear. But in doing so, all other paths vanish. Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
Is that why? Oh, is that maybe he told a prophecy about Calliope? Do you think that's why he knows we didn't do it? Because he actually had a prophecy about how Calliope would die, and he's been like on a crusade to protect Calliope, to keep her from that prophecy, and that's what drove them apart, and that's why he doesn't want to help us, or we wouldn't want that, because it will just end badly. I bet he told either himself or Calliope some prophecy, and it was about Calliope dying. I bet that's it. I was out of power, so I'm doomed. Can you help some other way?
Okay, is there anything you can do that isn't?
We'll see ya, Derica.
Not directly, but yes, possibly. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Is it the owl? I bet it's the owl. It's not the owl. Where are we going? Okay, this place is a little rundown. Or at least graffitied. Is there someone living here?
This is where you live?
Oh, yes. Sometimes. And excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors.
You want to take out those bags of trash, man? Aren't idols rich? Well, he said he lives here sometimes. This could be a hideout.
Don't worry about it. I have 3 brothers. I've seen a mess or two.
I have 3 brothers.
I admit I hadn't realized how bad it was.
You said I'm here to meet someone?
Ah, yes. Do you know what an oracle is?
They tell the future. It's like a prophecy thing. Like the Oracle of Delphi? Yeah. No, that's literally why I know what an oracle is.
You mean like the Oracle of Delphi? People went to ask your questions, I think, or was that just another story?
Oh, you know about that. Okay. That'll make this easier. There have been many oracles over the ages. They serve as a sort of conduit for my powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess. There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go, one manages to find me.
Meaning there's an oracle here.
Is it the super hacker kid? Who is this? Hello?
What?
I think I nailed it on the head. It's just super hacker kid.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a magic fortune cookie. Is that what Paul told you? Oracle's my handle. And even if I was the Oracle, I'm certainly not his Oracle.
Apollo, your name's Paul. Apollo. Paul. Lovely to meet you. Can't do that one. Are you sure? Wait, what did you ask me? Are you sure? I didn't know.
You know what Apollo is, right?
Oh, I know what Paul says he is. Just because someone says they can fly does not make them the Tooth Fairy. Look, I'm sure he told you all sorts of nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
Okay.
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Get your abs in a twist. Okay, so Paul brought you all this way just to see little old me. What's on your mind, sis?
Are you just like hiding out here? Like you live here? Are you living here just to get away from somebody, or what? You go with computers. You keep calling them Paul. I'm gonna go with the live here.
You live here?
I crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
She showed up one day, as the oracles do. Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as she likes.
See the way he talks? I thought maybe he was a creepiverse, but nah. Paul's aight.
Aight.
The highest of praise.
To be aight.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
You keep saying Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
Believe him? Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so...
We're talking about him in front of him. This is awkward.
If he wants, but I just can't call him that.
How well do you know Apollo?
Is Apollo always so...
We're just gonna talk about him in front of him.
Like a sack stuffed with sand?
Oh, he's always like this?
I am standing right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It grows on you after a while.
Grace, surely this is not what you came for.
It's not, but you know, we're gonna do this. This is fun. Wait, who am I romancing now? Apollo or the hacker? What's this about? You're still a suspect. You're right. Let's go for it.
Oh, I don't know. It's cute watching you get all flustered.
Let's go for it. We're gonna flirt with everybody.
Productive, is it?
See, there you go again.
Everybody.
Get a room. A different room.
We're gonna be trash.
So you're an oracle who uses the internet, huh?
Like I said, it's my handle, and yeah. It's a sweet setup, huh? Some of it's even legit.
The parts I purchased for her, presumably.
Bargain for, fair and square. And I keep telling you to get me an Ethernet cable.
You don't have an Ethernet? Are you on Wi-Fi right
I
now?
don't know what that is.
You can just Google it.
It's the 21st century, Paul. And your 21st century oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh, the lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learned to use the computer. Here, hold up, I'll show you. There. The apartment was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company, Core with a K Enterprises.
Oh. Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
Well, we kind of gathered that a little bit, right? The one from the chorus? Yeah, no kidding. Is that a surprise? I knew it. Well, I mean, we did know it, but that, like, Pan kind of clued us into that. I'm just going to go with that. Is that a surprise?
Expecting that?
I wasn't aware Persephone and Calliope were friendly.
Are you serious?
For Persephone to give Calliope an apartment.
Did you not see how Persephone shot us daggers?
I can take you to her if you like.
I don't know if that's the smartest move, but I've got a week, so I'm assuming she won't murder me between now and then. Will there be trouble?
I'm thinking she won't be happy to see me.
Persephone is rarely happy to see.
What's that? What's that card? What's that mean?
Great! We're all done now.
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah, sure, will do. Leave a tip on your way out.
That cup sounds super empty. I'm just saying. What's up with the card? Is that Persephone's business card? What does the skull mean? What does it mean? What does the skull mean? Jamal. Well, we've got. Do I have any more info on Calliope? I do. Oh, I got lots of information. What the freak? Calliope was one of the 3 idols called the Muses, the last one still living according to Apollo. Once they were his constant companions, but in the last few years they grew apart. Calliope was angry at how the idols had lost their way, and apparently argued with everyone a lot, which doesn't sound like the Calliope I met at all. If it's true, it means she wasn't the most popular idol, and there may be more suspects than I imagined. I visited Calliope's apartment. It was gorgeous, filled with every musical instrument you could imagine, and memorabilia dating back, 100 years or more. She had everything she could ever possibly want or need at her fingertips. Is this what it means to be a muse? Apollo. I went to Calliope's apartment, and who should I find there? Apollo, sitting in the dark in a room that had obviously been turned inside out by somebody searching for something. He says he didn't do it, and that he was there mourning Calliope. They were close for a long time, it seems, but a rift began between them a couple years ago that never quite healed. Do you guys want me to read all these? I mean, it is literally the stuff that we just literally witnessed. I'll let it go for now. I was kind of reading them because, like, it is updating, but, like, we literally just witnessed this stuff, so... Apollo really said, go touch some grass. He really did, though. He's like, just go outside. I think they were on a beach, actually. Go outside, touch some sand. Hey, that's the skull. We're going to a nightclub. Does Persephone own a nightclub, too? She must be, like, jack-loaded.
Welcome to the underworld.
Wow.
Oh.
How have I never heard of this place?
Hey, Pan's here.
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night.
Who's this?
Don't ask me how.
That's definitely someone we can talk to.
Here in the underworld, idols can
That's
be
Hermes.
themselves, even if they don't look human.
Who's Pan flirting with? Not your kind of place? Is it dangerous? Odd place to find... Not really. We know she once was the goddess of the underworld. So you think of the underworld as like a place of sin and debauchery, and what better representation of that than a nightclub? That sounds about right.
Do you come here often?
Oh, no. Persephone and I aren't friends.
No.
Is she friends with anyone?
No, Minnie, no. Except Calliope, apparently. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up.
Do we? I'll just start
Have you
singing.
considered what you'll say to her?
I'll say hey. I'll say, hey babe. Hey babe, wake up. Murder mysteries afoot. Can I simply ask her? Not really. Yeah, I would have been like, I'll just be persuasive. I probably should have gone the charisma route. I was between charisma and witty. I really was. No, I haven't really planned it.
Not really. What do you suggest?
Well, if I know Persephone, and I do, she won't be up for a chat. You need to be prepared to use your powers, as you did with me.
Oh no, I can do
Find me in
that.
the crown if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
We're gonna go clubbing. We can talk to Apollo. Eros, that's the new guy. Let's go talk to Eros, the new guy. Hey, bruh. Who are you? You're new to me. I don't know your face. That means you're a suspect.
Oh. Hey. You're the new Muse, aren't you?
I see that you know me, but who are you?
Yeah.
Aphrodite mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though.
Oh, you'll see me all over the place.
Excuse the manners. Name's Eros.
Oh!
Out of sex.
I was unaware. I'm not that boned up on Greek mythology. Hello, Eros. I am not surprised to see you here after all. And I guess that would be why he's probably buddies with Aphrodite. That checks out, actually. How do you know Aphrodite? Come on, Grace. Come on. Aphrodite, goddess of love. Eros, god of sex. It's a god of sex, apparently. Well, let's ask our questions.
You know Aphrodite, right?
We have to interrogate everybody.
Sure, she's my mother. You know how it is.
Okay.
No. No here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that. You know, mother, brother, sister,
Yeah, they all called me sister.
None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries. It may as well be true.
So she's not actually your mother, but you call her mother. Like, you picking up what I'm feeling here? Like, that's strange, right?
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right.
Okay.
A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taken care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
Least of all, Aphrodite. Now that means something. Aphrodite's the most vulnerable. Like, what does that mean and why?
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction.
That's a lot classier. You should have led with that.
We're expecting a chubby little flying baby with a bow and arrow.
No, that would be Cupid.
I wasn't...
I actually preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
I'm sorry?
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
So he and Pan may or may not be super buds. Good to know.
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
See what happened?
Look out there. See all these
Now he's just come to people watch from the balcony like a weirdo.
The connections, they bounce off each other. To me, it's like lightning.
It's a little bit creepy to hang out up in the balcony and just watch people like flounder around drunkenly trying to hit on each other, spilling booze all over the dance floor. I'm not gonna say sounds like fun, but I'm not gonna completely out him.
And you enjoy that?
I mean, people watching, I get it.
Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing.
No.
It's just as well. People should find true love the hard way. They'll value it more.
Okay. Is everything okay? You want to talk about it, big guy?
You seem a little distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure.
How many of those have you had so far tonight?
Yes, huh? Truth is, I don't come here that often. It was hard to get away. I just want... Nope.
Nope.
Never mind.
Come on, keep talking to me. Sometimes you just gotta unload all your feelings and thoughts to a complete stranger. Sometimes you just have to have like 7 of those whiskeys or whatever you're drinking, and you just gotta unload. You just gotta therapy dump all over a random stranger that approached you in the middle of a nightclub. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do. You can talk to me.
I'm willing to listen if you need to talk.
I appreciate that. Maybe some other time.
I'll buy you another drink, and then we'll sit down at the bar, and then we'll just have a moment.
Here's the thing. I'm looking for Persephone, but I can't find her anywhere.
Well, I know where she is, but I question whether she'd be happy to see you.
Don't worry about that. That's my problem.
I like you, but Mother told me what happened at the chorus. I don't want to cause trouble with Persephone.
I mean, I'm gonna find her with or without you, so don't worry about it.
What if I could guarantee that there wouldn't be a problem?
Aha. How could you guarantee that?
I'm gonna leave your name out of it.
First, I'd reassure you that I'm here to work things out with Persephone. I don't want to fight.
That's true enough.
Second, if that didn't pan out, I'd tell her I lied to you.
Making me the idiot who fell for it.
Oh, I don't know. I can be tricksy.
Okay. Fine. When you're ready to see her, you let me know, and I'll take you. Deal?
Deal.
Absolutely love deep talks with random people at the club. No, for real. I am speaking from some degree of experience. And that's where I have had more than a couple people like lore dump their lives on me at like a bar or something like that. I have had more than a couple people. So I do speak from some experience. Let's see here. Let's go chat with Hermes. We don't really know Hermes at all. We came in with Apollo. I kind of feel like we'll talk. Should we talk to everybody? Or just jump? I want to talk to Hermes a little bit, though. We apparently know where Persephone is, but I want to talk to Hermes a little bit.
Oh, you're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello,
That
Hermes.
I am.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
Yeah, so what's your story?
You're not much like the other idols, are you?
No? I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I've lost track.
Oh, okay, you're green.
So
Okay.
I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff. It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks. Athena says one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick.
Her face.
Can you imagine me in charge?
Nope. Not really. That's what I was thinking. I wouldn't say that out loud, but why not, Hermes? Why not?
Why not? Maybe you can shake some dust off the other idols.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of dust.
You're right about that.
I don't think Athena would let me clean anything anyway. She won't even let me touch her spear.
Good to know. Good to know. Maybe there's something. Maybe that's gonna come in handy later, where I need to remember her spear. No save, and I don't even go out that often. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it doesn't take much. Sometimes it doesn't take much, I guess. Let's see. How did you become an idol? I'm kind of assuming the same way I did, but maybe I want to know.
You've only been an idol for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died. We were friends, and I was having trouble at home, and he helped me out. I miss him.
Is that... I don't know what part I'm saying is normal. The death part, the missing people. Do I really want to ask how he died? Well, actually, maybe I do. Because if they died the same way Calliope did, maybe we have like a god serial killer. So actually...
Can I ask how he died?
He didn't want to be here anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You mean...
I'd rather not talk about it. I'm him now. It's all good.
It is not a god-killing serial killer. Okay, that's...
When Calliope died, you were right there. Within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But
How did you get word?
You get word?
Yeah. How does that
When
work?
an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes thing.
Did you take the bot? That might be important, actually.
To take the body, clean up the blood, that sort of thing?
Oh, that too, yeah. But that's on Athena's orders.
To keep the idol's secret?
Sure. Can you imagine the questions? I don't know how we hide so well as it is.
Magic, I assume.
This is probably a stupid question, but... Do you know who might have killed Calliope?
Ugh, why would I know anything about that?
I don't know.
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
See, she didn't seem angry when we met her. Yeah, like angry? Like, she was super chill when we met her. You don't seem that sad. They don't seem like they're that, like, just a very sad kind. She didn't like the idols. Yeah, we kind of picked up on that from Apollo. I want to know about this angry thing.
How was she angry?
Pissed off. But more because she cared about everyone too much not to be. I don't know, that's what I thought anyhow. I'm probably wrong.
No, you might be onto something. See you later.
We'll see you around.
If you die, then for sure. But, don't die.
I don't plan on it. I have at least a week. That the murderer isn't getting to me. I'm too tricksy. Let's go check in with Pan. Maybe? I don't know. I kind of want to talk to everybody before we go to Persephone, if possible.
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear Muse.
Yeah, it's
Hi,
me.
Pam.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
I didn't know that that's what I was being offered before, realistically speaking, but I'm okay. Yeah, what are you doing here? I wonder if he comes here often or if he just knew I would end up here. Because I question what it is he knows.
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
See, that's the thing that I'm suspicious about.
Do I look like an oracle?
Maybe.
I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My taste.
The fact that he mentions an oracle after we went and saw the oracle.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
I don't know what you're asking me to do.
I assume you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
I don't know. I'm making conversation.
The horns, you. Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Oh, I'll take you up on that challenge. I'll get to know Persephone so good.
Very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
Okay, thank you for the poetry.
I should thank you for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember?
Oh, I do.
How you managed to stir the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
You knew I'd
Did
find
you know
him.
Apollo
Yeah.
would be at that apartment?
I think he did.
However would I know something like that?
See, you play innocent, but I just don't believe you.
Flatterer.
The things you say, the things you don't say, you don't make yourself seem trustworthy. You know that?
Trust is for the weak and the penniless.
Trust will actually
Still not
bring you
helping.
pretty far sometimes.
Why, Grace, are you assuming that I, Pan, am some sort of scoundrel.
Kinda, a little bit, yeah. Seems so, or maybe a murder. Hoping maybe with the heart. I said I'm flirting with everybody.
Hoping, maybe.
I said I'd do it.
Don't say.
At least you're not boring.
Grace. I knew there was a reason I liked
Maybe if we flirt with him a little bit, we won't owe him any favor for that address. He'll just be like, forget about it. No, it's not gonna go that way.
I'm sure I'll see you soon.
One can only hope.
One can only hope and dream that we will see each other once again. All right, let's go talk to Apollo one last time. We know where Persephone is,
This
but
would be easier. But it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart.
no,
her.
I already know her
Every
location.
step
We're
our
good.
approach screams and runs off.
We're good in that
I hope
department.
your search has been more successful.
It has. I found some help. Well, let's see what he's got to say first, though. So we can get some deets on Persephone first.
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know exactly?
Yeah, we just jump straight to what's her story.
My Greek mythology is a little rusty, but isn't Persephone the one who was kidnapped?
Oh, you know about that. What else do you
Vaguely.
know?
Just that Persephone was a sweet girl and Hades, lord of the underworld, swept her off to the land of the dead.
Yeah, there was some dude that came to save her,
Not
and
so
he
much as
screwed it
a
up.
your leave, yes. Her mother, Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to
Demeter?
act.
I've always called her Demeter.
He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved. Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
Yeah, but what actually happened?
So tell me, how much of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen.
Okay.
The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That,
Interesting.
Quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
Buskews? Buskews?
Whoa.
As I understand it, Hades was not kind to her.
Well, I imagine he kidnapped her to begin with.
Well, that Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen. She has never forgiven us, and honestly, I can't.
Then she understands what it's like to be, like, wrongfully convicted of a thing that, like, you know? She, like, was, like, convicted of this murder, which she did, but she did it to escape Hades. So she gets it. We're being, like, accused of doing a thing we didn't even do. Where's the justice in that, right? If anybody should understand our situation, it should be Persephone. We just gotta talk to her. So it was good to know that. That was good to learn.
If I were her, I'd be mad at you all too.
Then you understand why things are difficult between us.
Is that why everyone's scared of Persephone?
I thought she was just mad at me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone's angry with everyone, and has been for a very long time. I've told you why. But it's more than that. She does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
A little bit of vindictiveness.
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know,
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule. Back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done.
I want to
Now,
know
of
how
course,
she did it.
I look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
Again,
Why didn't
Apollo, a
you
guy
see
who
it
tells
coming?
the
You're
future,
the god of
looking
prophecy.
backwards.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
Yeah, what did Persephone do next? I still want to know how she did it, though.
So what happened to Persephone after...
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the New World, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't, so instead she did as she pleased. She started a cult, became a crime boss.
What? Okay.
Oh, what?
It was after her last transition, but honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
She's a crime lord? Alright, alright, alright.
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo
I'm
land?
sure he has fun somehow. Or not.
Once.
Once? I had fun one time!
Keep me company.
I can't. I can't. I can't. He's like, I had time once before I lost all my friends. I'll keep you company. That's not even an appropriate time to do that. Like, the dude's grieving his friend and talking about all the good times they used to have, and then you would have dropped that line? That's just not the time. Read the room.
You know, fun doesn't just happen, Apollo. It's okay to not beat yourself up 100% of the time.
I know.
I know you know, but you're in a club. Live a little.
This is probably not the
This
route to take
style
either.
of music is unfamiliar to me, but thank you, Grace. I'll try my best.
Alright.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally. I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
Alright.
We'll see, I guess.
So I'll go in with backup. That might be a bad idea. I don't know if I would have gone to talk to Persephone if that would have just happened anyway, but I feel like if we went in alone, because if I go in like teamed up with Apollo, she's gonna feel like she's being like ambushed. But if I had gone in alone, maybe she would have opened up more. I have no idea. We'll find out. Eris is like, dude, she's over there. I'm like, oh, at the bar? That would have been the first place I would have looked to find someone, was the bar. Okay.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later.
Okay.
I was willing to leave you be, Grace. To wait until your guilt was certain. Yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
Is she like a full 2 feet taller than me? How tall are you, woman? I have questions. What was the... Well, I told Eros that I would tell her that I wasn't here to fight. So I'm gonna... I don't know if I should... I don't want to lead with... well, actually, maybe leading with this... Like, fight aggression with aggression a little bit. Like, earn her... her respect or something. Because if I'm like, oh, I don't want to fight, she's going to be like, well, I want to. You know what I mean? I mean, I know that's like the way it's going to go, but let's do it anyway.
I'm not trying to start a fight. Far from it. I came here hoping you could help me.
Well, I wouldn't have said that.
Perhaps you could help me instead. I'd like to understand a few things. Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident?
Kind
Did you
of.
learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help you.
But what if we sang about it? I thought you were going to pick the that option, right? Thought about it, but I need your help. Apollo, you're a suspect too. Calliope lived at your apartment. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to bring that up.
You knew Calliope.
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her death?
Did you?
Prove you didn't. That's how idols work, isn't it?
Song! 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 That or she just dipped. I don't know. Nope, she's going on stage. Okay.
You hear that? You're in my house.
I'm starting to get
Muse.
Guitar Hero vibes here.
You want answers? Fight for them.
I won't fight, but I'll sing. La 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 la.
Lost little girl. You shouldn't have come here.
Yeah, I do what I want.
And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends.
How about some enemies? We're looking for the same person.
Little girl. The shadows drawing near.
I work in the night.
And you all alone. We both know how this
I'm not even alone, brah.
Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
I'll play to the audience. I want to get a party up in here. Let's get this moving.
Everyone's having a great night.
Interesting move.
Evening sacrifice. But I'll see what I can do. You deserve a good show. Big hand for your usual MC. She's planned a brutal takedown just for me. Hopefully I'll last a couple rounds. You deserve a good show. I won't let you down.
My, we caught a butterfly, such a delicate thing. What a find, I hope she doesn't mind when we pull off her wings. Maybe you don't know who I am.
Keep playing to the audience. All right. Yeah, go on your villain monologue.
I don't know anyone, I'm new. You, what's your name? What do you do? That's the thing with the front row. You're part of the show.
How keen a stand-up routine, knee deep in a grave. Works the crowd, wrapped in a shroud, a corpse in a cave. Maybe you don't know who I am.
Who are you? Go on.
You don't know who I
Tell me.
Some sort of golden age type star. You've never really been on my radar.
Oh, snap.
My time, a discontinued.
Oh, snap.
Don't you have any idea what you're dealing with, child? Surprise, surprise, coins on your eyes.
Yeah. I'm going on a boat ride.
To the ferryman, get it in your little head. You're spitting at the queen of the dead.
I couldn't play the other one that I was thinking about.
Out of interest, is anyone here dead? No one? Yeah, that's probably what I would have said. Hey, let's prove that we're alive. Let me hear you. People on my right. Here we go.
Oh. Okay. I'm not quite sure I can feel your pain. Go for the kill.
On the left now. Come on.
I'm gonna try to take a little bit of a left turn here. Just I'm curious.
Or is that piece of you
We're in the right mood.
buried in this cemetery? To aid a bad seed that's not on me. Rotten too long, blossomed all wrong.
Change shape. In time, you'll see we all rot away into who we will be. Your youth wasn't stolen like it was from me.
Oh yeah, that's what you're trying to do though.
Touch me,
Don't you see that's what you're trying to do to me?
From any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my dreams till a Muse. I just want Calliope back.
I don't know if telling her it's in me is the right move, but... Interesting shift.
Your Majesty, do you understand who I
Did that do it? I got looks of approval. Pan is beside himself.
No. No, you've earned your answer.
Okay, I'm glad I did it right. I don't know if you can mess these things up or not. I truly don't know. I've done good so far, as far as I can tell.
Ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt, so I gave her the apartment.
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years.
Why?
After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
Okay, so she was the one there.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
I'm liking the songs too. They're fun. I mean, it's a musical too, so it's not just like a random song. Like, they're doing storytelling in the song. So like the one that we just did, right? It opens with Persephone, like, don't you know who I am, Grace? Don't you know who I am? I'm this, that, the other, big, bad, whatever. But it ends with Grace being like, okay, great, but do you know who I am? And Persephone doesn't, right? Like, Persephone doesn't know who I am. And I think that's why we won. It's like, okay, great, you've got all this history, you're big, bad, whatever. Do you know who I am to come after me like this? And the truth is no. You think I did it? That tells us a bit. I'll just lean this way.
One of two things. Either whatever happened to her was sudden, or it was secret.
I suppose you're right.
Calliope was never one to keep secrets. When she was doing something, everyone knew about it.
None of you were talking to her. Who would she tell?
You're clever. Maybe there's a chance Calliope chose you after all.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could
Yeah.
keep their involvement hidden.
Kind of what I'm saying.
One of us.
Must have been. I mean, I sincerely doubt it was a mortal. Because, well, especially when Calliope died, it kind of seemed like she knew someone was after her, because she was like, oh, I didn't want it to be like this or whatever. Because it seemed like she had chosen us, like she'd been watching us from afar, and kind of probably knew she was in some kind of danger. Because it just seemed like when she died, she knew it would happen, she just didn't want it to happen yet. Shouldn't we tell Athena? No.
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how we might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It seemed like she was bleeding out of the gut, like she was like stabbed in the gut. I assumed stabbing. That's what I assumed. I don't... Stabbing, gunshot, I don't know. But that's what it seemed to me. So if it was a mortal with... Can mortals shoot an idol with a gun? Could that have been it? Yay or nay? Like, someone fill me... I know Apollo's like, it's no simple matter to kill an idol. And I'm like, oh, okay, so, like... Do you just, like... Is it... You have to just... They have a lot more HP? Or what's the case? Did Calliope have enemies? Probably lots. Shouldn't we tell Athena? That's stupid. Did you say magic? I'm interested in the magic.
Wait. Did you say magic?
Apollo mentioned magic earlier, and we didn't pick up on it, but...
And yet magic is beyond belief?
No, I just want to know more.
Sure, I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Some would say
Okay.
our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
Who's
And it was
Hecate?
of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
I'm not familiar with Hecate.
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have.
They're like, yes.
What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Yes, but enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
Okay, we could throw some serious shade. We could be like, we should tell Athena. What about Pan? What about Athena? I'm not sure about Pan's involvement. But he seems the kind that... Pan doesn't seem like the one that would do the murder. He could have manipulated into someone doing it for him, maybe. But he seems like the guy who wouldn't do things himself. I'm going to go ahead and just float this out there to see the response. Could Athena be the killer?
Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well...
Publicly.
Athena has one goal and one goal only. To protect the idols. And that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
Calliope was kind of like... Calliope was kind of pushing against the status quo. If Athena saw Calliope as a liability, as in like Calliope was disrupting the balance of the idols, Athena might do it. Because not only did she want to take out Calliope, she wants to take out Calliope's line. Anyone who takes Calliope's place, she doesn't even want those people to be a liability. You know, me. I'm not fully trusting of Athena.
What about Pan? He showed up at my place
I'll
out
float
of
this
nowhere.
out. I don't think Pan's it.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too... messy.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is...
I don't know if I should have mentioned anything about Pan or not, but it's not like Pan has earned my loyalty or anything, and it's not like they're not aware Pan exists. So I feel like, let's see here. Shouldn't we tell Athena? I think that's dumb.
Oh, I know. Either one of you could have done it, and you're just playing along.
Apollo is capable of many things, but lying? He was never any good at it.
Whereas we know how capable you are of murder.
Yep, he just said that.
This isn't...
The one and only god I killed deserved it.
Right. Sorry I brought it up.
I
Couldn't we
kind
go
of
to
didn't.
Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus...
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence.
She acted on
Right.
the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
You've been tremendously helpful. Shut up.
That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
He's been very
Forced
helpful.
Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Whoa, Apollo, chill. Let me handle this.
Who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to
Well,
me?
Apollo's got some rage building up that he wants out. All right. Should I give up? Stop fighting. Well, it's almost. Should I give up? Well, hold on. That actually might be the answer, because if they both say no, then they'll agree on something. Now they're back to being on the same team. Whereas if I just yell, stop fighting, they're still going to be like, rah, 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 rah.
Is that it then? We're all out of ideas. I should just give up?
There you go. There you go. That's what I thought.
Guess I'll just die.
You're not going to die.
/ commit die.
Aren't I? You heard what Athena said.
Oh, we're singing? Also, Persephone said we're not going to die, so we got her on our side. Darn straight. I don't think I was the one blinded. Oh, match? Where's my matches? I don't have my matches on me. I got a lighter.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
Oh, they're fighting each other again. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Okay, guys. Okay.
She was family to us, and you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray.
I mean, she's not completely innocent, but highlighter.
Yes, there's more to see.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
Abandon another.
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries till it's too late.
You know how far I've been before I snapped.
This is not about you. Enough. This helps no one.
I kind of want this just to play out.
Out of the sun.
I kind of want to just play it out.
And you do?
Follow him or stay.
All right, I'm with Apollo on this one. Sorry. Apollo got a little heated back there, but
Finest moment. Persephone will never let this go.
she's fine. Yeah, he got a little heated. I don't know if he was really in the right or wrong or whatever. At the end of the day, the important thing is neither of them think I did it. That's the important thing here.
What the hell was that? You were one step away from full thunder and lightning.
Old habits die hard, especially around my family. That's why I've tried to avoid my fellow idols for so long. I don't like who I am when I'm with them.
Nah, you were just being you were just being released, unleashed, if it were, maybe unhinged. That I don't know. No wisdom with age. I can relate. She did have like 3 brothers in the family and stuff, so I could see maybe they got a little boisterous or whatever. Because the no wisdom with age feels a little like a little scathing. We'll try to be relatable and connect and be like, it's okay, big guy. Come here, bring it in. Let's hug it out.
I know what you mean. I'll be 14 around my parents forever.
Try living in
I
our house.
didn't know where that was going for a second.
Ooh, no thanks.
1,000 years is a long time.
At least coming here was useful. You have a better idea of where to start looking, right?
Not really. You're still helping me? Works for me.
I thought you'd decide that getting me into the underworld was enough.
What? Bring you to Persephone and then shrug? Not my problem now?
I appreciate that you didn't just dip. Isn't that your thing? Oh, that's so scathing. Might be true, though, because it sounds like he did abandon Calliope or maybe even other muses in the past. That's what Persephone was getting at. Like, this is your kind of thing. You just always run away. So actually with Apollo kind of sticking with us, apparently is a change of character for Apollo a little bit lately.
What I meant to say is, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not used to asking people for help.
It's all right. I certainly know that too.
Is Athena not an... I still would rather not.
Where do we look then?
I need to give it some thought. This won't be easy. If another idol is behind this, they know as well. They had a plan.
So you don't know where to look next?
I need time to sort it out. Just be patient, Grace.
In other words, we're gonna like enter Act 2/Day 2 very soon is what we're doing.
I have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
I don't think so.
I respect Athena. She has dragged us into the modern age, sometimes kicking and screaming. She's why we're alive. But if I said that her need to keep us safe didn't drive her to extremes, I'd be lying. You represent a risk.
That's what I'm saying.
To her, that is more important than any notion of compassion or justice.
Which is why she would go as far as murder. That's why it checks out so much. Maybe our culprit knows that.
Maybe whoever's behind this knows that, and is counting on it.
How? No one could have known you would become the Muse.
Maybe they just don't want to muse around.
Right.
Though why is a good question.
Good thinking. Though I'm not sure who would benefit. Something to keep in mind.
Is there anything I can do in the meantime? Someplace I can look?
Don't you want to relax? You haven't rested since this began.
I have like 6 days left to live.
I've been sentenced to death, Apollo.
Fair point. Even so, go home, Grace. The next time you see me, I'll have a better notion of what to do.
I'll go where I want to.
But I'm holding you to that.
I'll do as I please. I'll go where I please. Oh, I got an achievement. God of the Sun. And the Deep End. Finished Act 1. I told you we were going to Act 2, Day 2. I told you. What did I tell you? I told you. Oh, it's Freddy. Freddy!
Hey, Freddy. Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep?
Well, I mean, you might just fall asleep.
Kept in a cave by a cyclops, or I don't know, turned into a tree. I was worried sick.
You know, I like Freddy. With the big hat and everything, is she a witch? Is she gonna have magical powers, or is she just gonna stay immortal? I don't know. I'm just saying. Turn into... Do we keep flirting with her? We've done it like twice so flirted. We've called her the best twice. And apparently that's what this heart means, is that we've been flirting this whole time. Sure, why not?
You worried about me?
Y'all.
Well, you're my best friend. In the whole
Oh, we're holding hands again.
race. Plus, you know, what would the band do?
Right, the band. Where are Kaz and Brian anyway?
Right.
We were fine, which isn't a lie, because technically you are. Now tell me everything that happened.
I need to get the band together, because now I have magical singing powers.
Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up siding with Apollo? Lord of the Sun, god of prophecy?
Yeah, because Apollo's the goat.
Trust him?
These idols are all crazy. I think I trust
I'm
him.
not sure. I think so. It doesn't seem like he's lying, but he's hard to read.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it.
So, what are your options? You need to go back to Apollo's place, right?
I could go back to the Underworld. Make sure Persephone isn't taking my decision personally.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, come by Olympus.
Then I should come by Olympus.
I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
If he said that, then we need to date her already. I'm working on it here. I'm working on it. The idols live there. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess if we like Hermes portal our way to Olympus, then we could go to literally Olympus. Probably. I guess. I just spoke to him. It was like last night, but sure.
That name keeps coming up. The idols live there.
Does it? I think it's the first time I've heard about it all night.
Sounds cool. Even if Pan is there.
Pan's okay, just I don't
You know
trust
how some
him.
people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it.
You have probably good
But
instincts.
it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The Muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe
Yeah,
it?
your band really lucked out that you brought me along.
Kinda.
Some would say I'm amusing. Day 2. Well, I'm enjoying this tremendously. But I think that's kind of a decent enough spot to stop. Should I stop or should I keep going? Because if I keep going, we're going to be here till like probably midnight. But if I stop, I guess I can schedule the next stream for maybe, what day is it? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday? Maybe Friday's stream possibly? Question mark? Maybe? I think I'll put in a little cheeky stop right there for now. Do I manual save? Do I auto save? I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it probably auto saves though. Options. I'm looking. I'm enjoying this though. I like the music. I don't know how many of the decisions you make in the songs. Okay, it looks like it auto saves. I don't know how many of the decisions you make during the songs, like if they can fail or if the story is relatively railroaded. I'm not sure how much. Obviously, my decision to side with Apollo was important over Persephone in the end. I just don't know how much leading up to that was important. I'm curious because it has that red, blue, and green like personality options you can do. But I'm assuming that there's a reason to not always stick with your lane. To like not always do blue, always do green, always do red. I'm assuming because, so I chose the blue, which is the witty, the like clever, witty, intelligence build at the beginning. I chose that one. You could do that, or you could do the charisma build, or you could do the aggressive like punk build. In dialogue and conversation, I'm locked out of doing red and green because I chose blue. So I can do blue or neutral. But during songs, I can do anything. So I assume there's some stuff there that works and some stuff that doesn't. I'm kind of curious. But I'm having fun. I'm curious to see who else I meet and what other stories I learn. Like, we need to still talk to Aphrodite. We still need to talk to Athena. I don't know if there's other gods or goddesses that we haven't even met to talk to. So we'll see how that goes. I'll schedule it for the next one, but that's going to do it for tonight. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that like button before you head on out of here for the night. And until next time, bye.